evening and welcome. It is my pleasure to welcome each of you to the 116th installation of the Auburn Chamber of Commerce. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance as we get started this evening. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. My name is Scott McCollum, and it is my privilege to serve as this year's president-elect of the Chamber. Before we proceed, I'd like to thank the City of Auburn for hosting this event here at the historic Auburn City Hall. Auburn is a strong and vibrant community with an accomplished and storied history. The businesses represented here have long been the backbone of this historic region. And if any town could rally and thrive through 2020, it would be this one. This evening, we will reflect on the accomplishments of our members. We will show our gratitude and award those who have worked incredibly hard to support our community over this last year. We will reflect on 2020, although we will try to keep the use of the words unprecedented and difficult to a minimum. There is no denying that this has been an interesting year. To think that the last event that the Chamber was able to host of any considerable size was the installation dinner almost exactly a year ago makes us very grateful to be hosting any event this year in this capacity tonight here at the Chamber or at the Council Hall. So we thank all who are in attendance. The Auburn Chamber of Commerce has been serving our businesses and the community since 1906, and we continue our proud tradition this year. For my part, this last year, I personally came to appreciate all the more so everything the Chamber does for Auburn, whether it's putting on some of our favorite events like the Auburn Family 4th of July or the Festival of Lights, which we sadly didn't see last year, to the advocacy that various committees afford us, such as the Government Affairs and Economic Development Committee, or even our ambassadors who serve as our face. With the efforts of volunteers from our local business community, many did not have to face last year alone, and I am prouder this year to be a part of the Chamber than in any year prior. Tonight, we'll be installing a new president, Chamber officers, and directors who will lead us into 2021. We will hear from our city manager, Mr. Don Levy, and we will have our awards ceremony. Additionally, Allison Harvey of A.L. Harvey Law, the Chamber's president of 2020, will reflect upon the Chamber's accomplishments last year, which, despite it all, have been numerous. But before all that, we'd like to take this time to thank many of our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Matt Spoke. Hi, my name is Matt Spokley, Mayor of the City of Auburn. I want to thank the Chamber for all the years of partnership with the City of Auburn and support of our local businesses. We as a community need to protect our local businesses and work very hard to support our local businesses. The city is proud to be a partner with the Chamber of Commerce in those efforts and proud to be a sponsor for the event tonight. I want to thank the outgoing board and the incoming board for all of their hard work to support our business community, and the City of Auburn will be there as your partner through those endeavors. Thank you again. Have a good evening.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Debbie, and we're from Mackey Electric Heating and Air Conditioning. We do heating, cooling, and electrical services, also generators. Give us a call, 885-3449, and check us out at mackieair.com. Thanks for making it Mackey.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Debbie, and we're from Mackey.
Hello, I'm Kenny.
And I'm Monique. We're Hall's Towing, family-owned and operated local towing business since 1964. We're proud to be a part of this community. We provide full-service transportation services and towing services. Call us at 530-885-4578.
Hello, I'm Kenny.
And I'm Monique. We're Hall's Towing, family-owned and operated local towing.
Thank you for bearing with us as we sort out some of our technical difficulties. This event would not have been possible without our dedicated installation team. I would like to thank Allison Harvey, Amy Lind, Jackie Weston, Linda Schumann Prince, Nalesh Chandra, Natalie Litchfield, and Peggy Seitzinger. We have also been fortunate, as you can see, to have an abundance of support in the form of sponsorships for this event. Please join me in thanking our big kahuna sponsors, A.L. Harvey Law, Carol's Market and Deli, City of Auburn, Dedicated Designs, Hall's Towing, Mackey Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, Old Town Pizza, River Valley Community Bank, and Tabu Ohana. Thank you. Please also join me in thanking our Tiki level sponsors, CAC Fit, Mountain Mandarin Festival, and Tim and Colleen Sands. And finally, our Seashell sponsors, API Marketing, ENB Roper LLC, Law Office of Preston Marks, Roper's Jewelers, and a friend of the Chamber who asks for no recognition. Thank you so much. I would also like to acknowledge and thank our government officials in attendance this evening. Here in person with us is Auburn City Mayor Matt Spokley, our city manager, Mr. John Donlevy, and the city clerk, Amy Lind. I'm also given to understand that there are several more attending virtually. I'd like to thank and welcome all members of the Auburn City Council who are in attendance, as well as members of the Placer County Board of Supervisors. Thank you. We also have in attendance a handful of previous presidents of the Chamber. I'd like to recognize their continuing support. Monique Hall, Chamber President 2016. Katie Conoyer is not with us tonight, 2018. Wayne Trimble is also not in attendance, 2019. And of course, Allison Harvey, 2020. Any former presidents of the Chamber that are attending virtually, we know you're here in spirit, and we thank you also. Your continued involvement and advocacy in this vibrant community is essential for our success. Thank you so much. Let's also recognize those who served on the 2020 Board of Chamber. Serving as officers, of course, Allison Harvey, President, Nalesh Chandra, President-elect, myself, Scott McCollum, Vice President, Monique Hall, our Treasurer, and Wayne Trimble, past President. Our board members, Anne Hidalgo, Amy Lind, Peggy Seitzinger, Jackie Weston, Linda Schumann-Prinz, Josh Hanish, Katie Knoyer, and Natalie Litchfield. Thank you. And finally, the staff of the Chamber in 2020. Keith Nesbitt, former Executive Director, and now Jackie Weston, our new Executive Director, and Jane Hewson, Administrative Assistant. Thank you all. Now last but absolutely not least, I would like to acknowledge our Chamber ambassadors, many of whom I know are here virtually with us this evening. Thank you for all you do in creating awareness for the Chamber and our local businesses. You are all the faces of the Chamber, and we couldn't do what we do without you. Thank you so much. And now it's my pleasure to introduce this evening's keynote speaker, Mr. John Donlevy, our City Manager. Mr. Donlevy joined the city in 2020 after serving in Winters for 19 years. He likes to remind his staff, and I quote, "We are in the business of where people live. It's where they're going to raise their family. It's where they're going to create a business and earn their livelihood." And that is certainly a sentiment we can stand behind at the Chamber. When he's not in City Hall overseeing the day-to-day operations of Auburn, you may find the city manager logging upwards of 40 to 50 miles per week, running on the streets and nearby trails in the foothills here. This ultra runner also coaches youth soccer and insists his door is always open. Mr. Donlevy, thank you for joining us this evening.
Well, thank you very much. So, one of the things I like to tell folks is that the difference between the smaller communities and the larger ones is that the larger communities are so much like aircraft carriers. And for small cities, we're more like a frigate or a battleship. We can do things, we get there quicker, and we do them better. And tonight is certainly a testament for those who are watching remotely. They've done a great job to even have this come off. And I think the Auburn Chamber is the first one to do it. First of all, I let people know it's a great honor. I'm relatively new, and I've found Auburn to be one of the best communities I've been to anywhere in our state. Today is Inauguration Day, and people will tell you that Inauguration Day represents one of the hallmarks of our republic. It is that safe transition, or the peaceful transition of power in our nation. And it's what makes our democracy great. Tonight, you have the transition of your chamber board. I will argue, though, that one of the cornerstones of our democracy is at the local level. We really are where representation comes for individuals, for the many people who reside in our community. But in this case tonight, we're acknowledging, and you're going to swear in the members of the Chamber of Commerce who will represent the business community. One of the main things that you do is you represent small businesses. And I looked up just a fun fact. In the United States, there are 30.2 million businesses. 99.9% of those are small businesses, just like here in Auburn, California. Small businesses defined as anything under 500 people. And the people that will serve on this board and for the Auburn community are representing the backbone of our nation. Those small businesses, the entrepreneurs, the people who employ so many people in our community and bring us vitality. As a representative on the board, your job is going to be that voice for the businesses. And the most part is to become that leadership in our community. I often tell people that leadership begins with yourself, whether it's you personally, your business, or or your involvement in the community. Leadership is the ability to motivate, to educate, to make yourself successful. But the way that you really become a leader is by creating and generating the success in other people. In this case, making other businesses successful. And tonight, as people assume their role on the Chamber of Commerce, you become those leaders because it's that selfless attitude which ultimately is going to help you make these businesses have increased vitality and more success. Vitality really is the prospering of our businesses. And it's that unselfish thing. You know, the rising tide really does float all the boats and the ability to do those. I know that we were told that we can't talk about all the challenges of 2020, but who would have ever imagined that a year ago, that 2 months into the tenure of being on the board for the Auburn Chamber would have meant that 2 months into it, they would shut down our entire economy. But I will share with you that one of the things that really attracted me to come to Auburn is the resilience that this community has. And like I said, the smaller communities have the ability to bring it. And the Auburn Chamber has done that. The collaborations with the city, with Placer County to try and keep things going is absolutely amazing. And Auburn is definitely blessed. The one thing that I can tell you is that as we look to emerge from the disaster and the pandemic which COVID-19 has brought, the one thing that we can absolutely know is that Auburn will come out stronger and we will be first. I think tonight's installation is the first chamber installation in the region. Why? It's because we've got grit. You know, being the endurance capital of the world, one of the things that they will tell you when you were out running, 50K, 50 miles, 100 miles, is the ability to overcome obstacles and to get to that finish line. One of the things that I've learned in Auburn is that the culture here sets us apart. It is a determined culture, whether you're riding 100 miles on a horse or running it. The difference with Auburn is that we are a stronger community. We are that city of endurance, and we can overcome so many things. With that, what I would just encourage for those on the board, know that we are going to collaborate. We are going to work together. The one thing of the combining of people who come together in a common cause is the idea of being a team. And whether you're the smallest business in town or the largest, or you're working for the city or the county or whatever, know that we all have one interest in mind, and that's to make Auburn the best community in the region, to bring vitality to our businesses, and to make this, like I tell folks, being in the business of where people live is that we are where people call home. And whether that's where they make their business or whether they're born here and they die here. And the reality is that we are going to be that top community in the region. So with that, thank you very much. I congratulate the outgoing board. It wasn't your fault. And for the incoming board, I wish you the success and know that we are going to be here to support you and be right behind you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Don Levy. It's now time to swear in the officers and board members of 2021. And with that, I'd like to welcome up our mayor, Mr. Matt Spoken. He'll do us the honor of officiating this evening. Welcome, Mr. Mayor.
It's good to see everybody this evening. I can't tell you how nice it is to actually see people in person behind the computer monitor. So thank you for the invite to swear you folks into to the Chamber of Commerce Board. Let's go ahead and get started. If you all please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
To support Gold Rush prosperity.
to support Gold Rush prosperity,
To support business opportunity.
to support business opportunity,
And to support community in beautiful Auburn, California.
and to support community in beautiful Auburn, California.
We will proactively work to provide bottom line benefits to our members.
We will proactively work to provide online benefits to our members.
Well done, Apple. Now, on behalf of the Auburn City Council, it is certainly my honor to introduce to you the 2021 officers of the Auburn Chamber of Commerce Board. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
We'd like to thank our big kahuna sponsors this evening. I'll start with Carol's Market and Deli. And also
Tabu Ohana.
Tabu Ohana. I'd like to thank Dedicated Designs.
I'd also like to thank Paul's Towing.
We'd like to thank Old Town Pizza.
And also Mackey Heating and Air.
And thanks to River Valley Community Bank. I thank them.
Thank you to A.L. Harvey Law. We'd love to thank City of Auburn.
Hi, I'm Allison Harvey, attorney at A.L. Harvey Law. Here at A.L. Harvey Law, we provide individuals and business owners with legal protection. We can assist business owners with incorporations or business formations, contract drafting, negotiations, or even disputes. And on the individual side, we assist with estate planning and probate. We would love to be able to help you. Please visit our website at alharveylaw.com to learn more information or book an appointment, or give us a call at 530-217-3520. Hi, I'm Allison Harvey, attorney at A.L. Harvey Law. Here at
Hi, welcome to River Valley Community Bank. We are located downtown Auburn, right in front of the clock tower. We absolutely love helping customers from start to finish. We are local banking done right. Hi, welcome to.
Hi, my name's Tracy from Carol's Market in Newcastle. We're located at 235 Taylor Road. If you're hungry, stop by. We also do catering. We have a full deli, and we'd love to see you. Hi.
My pleasure to introduce Allison Harvey to reflect on her term as president of the chamber in 2020. And if I may say so, it was a term of distinction. I can't speak for Nalesh, but speaking for myself, you're a tough act to follow, Allison. Thank you for everything you've done. Please welcome Allison Harvey.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate your kind words. Oh man, what do we have to say about 2020? Well, I've been instructed the words I'm not allowed to say, and they may pop in once or twice. When I think of 2020, I think, wow, that was a doozy. It's almost comical that the last event that the chamber hosted was my installation as president and the installation of our previous board. That was honestly the last time the chamber was able to have an event. We missed a lot of important events around our community and things that we really cherish as our community, such as the state of the community, the Auburn Family Fourth, and of course, our beloved Light Parade. Leadership Auburn looked very different this year than it did in years past. But in reflecting on past years, there were also constants. This year, maybe even more than in other years, our chamber supported friendship and growth. I was in awe with the flexibility I saw out of so many businesses. I was impressed by the way so many businesses pivoted to make changes to allow their business to continue and in some cases thrive. I was proud, but certainly not surprised to see the level of support chamber members gave to other chamber members. If it wasn't through purchases, it was through passing on knowledge, support emotionally through friendships, and simply just word of mouth about who was open and how we could support one another. This year was one of change and growth for our members and for us as a chamber. As you all know, we had a major transition with the departure of our executive director, Keith Nesbitt. And I want to take a moment to thank Keith for all of his dedication to this chamber and to our community. We miss his wealth of knowledge, but we know that we can call on him whenever it's necessary. And I always like to look for the silver lining in circumstances, and I feel like we found that. We found that because even though we had to say goodbye to Keith, we had a familiar face step into his shoes and lead the chamber through the second half of the year. Jackie Weston, thank you so much for your willingness to jump in and literally run and start out running. Your role in our chamber has made us successful, and I sincerely appreciate everything you have done. Your love for the chamber is abundantly apparent, and your enthusiasm is infectious. I can't wait to see the great things that will come. So while this year did look different, and probably very different than any of us could have expected at our installation last year, some really amazing and great things came out of 2020. And I feel I was able to accomplish some of the things I set out to do. As you may remember, one of my major focuses was going to be making sure that our members felt supported and knew that their chamber was there for them. And I think collectively, as a group, our chamber succeeded in doing that. I certainly hope our members felt that they were supported by the chamber and had the supplies and resources necessary so that they could continue in what was a challenging year. The chamber focused on multiple campaigns supporting all local businesses. We started a subcommittee of government affairs and put on numerous free seminars ranging from a social media academy all the way through PPP loan information. We helped the county distribute thousands and thousands of free face masks and bottles of hand sanitizer. The chamber started a local business a day campaign focused on encouraging our community members to support at least one local business each day. Think Auburn First was revived and in conjunction with the city during the holiday season had live local shopping, broadcasting all different types of shops and places that people could shop within our community. I am proud of what we accomplished. I am proud of our town, and I am incredibly proud of our chamber and our members. Even though it didn't happen in the way it expected, I am elated that I was able to accomplish my most important goal, which was to encourage all of our chamber members to champion each other. Because remember, we all shine when we work together. Thank you all for supporting me and giving me words of encouragement throughout the year. I am happy to say goodbye to 2020, and I am happy to pass the torch to Nilesh Chandra, our new president. I can't wait to see all that he will accomplish in this next year. Thank you.
Allison, on behalf of the chamber and the community, we would like to present you these flowers. Thank you for everything you did this year. I'm not gonna use the words we can't use, but you taught us how to get through it. So we all watched you very closely and you taught us the right way to do it. So thank you, Allison.
Thank you.
All right, in a moment, it will be my privilege to introduce you to the incumbent president of the Chamber for 2021. And it will be his privilege to recognize many individuals and businesses of distinction with awards and pomp and circumstance and give us some insight to what's in store for the Chamber moving forward. I would just like to say that it has been my pleasure to know Nalesh for a few years now. And there is one thing that has impressed me about him, and it is his intense sense of service to others. His tireless advocacy for our community and commitment to equity has and will continue to serve the chamber as we look forward to a bright future. Please join me now in welcoming Nalesh Chandra, the 2021 president of the Auburn Chamber of Commerce.
Scott, thank you for that introduction. And Allison, thank you for your thoughts on last year. What a year it was, but like you said, we made it through together. So now on to the awards portion of this evening. I love the awards. Every year, the Chamber presents awards to individuals, businesses, and organizations in our community that embody the best of what our region has to offer. Now, the awards we present tonight are special and near and dear to our hearts. And although there can only be one winner per category, every nominee is a superstar. So I'll get started with the Rising Star Award. The first award for tonight is the Rising Star Award. A rising star is someone who is an emerging leader in their industry, whose record reflects ongoing and exceptional growth and increased levels of leadership, responsibility, and sphere of impact. And the nominees are Jordan Minyard, the poor choice, Josh Hanish, Dedicated Designs, Catherine Gonzalez, Dancing Dog. And the winner of the Rising Star Award is Josh Hanish of Dedicated Designs. And we have awards to give to everyone. We'll get them to you, but some of you aren't here in person, and some of you are. I'd like to read to you what's on your award. So this award, the Rising Star, presented to Josh Hanish. The brightest stars are those who shine to benefit others. A positive attitude causes a chain reaction of positive thoughts, events, and outcomes. Josh Hanish is a catalyst, a spark that creates extraordinary results. The many things you have done throughout the year have made a big difference. Presented in grateful appreciation for your dedication and outstanding commitment. Our next award is the Volunteer of the Year Award. The Volunteer of the Year Award recognizes and celebrates a volunteer who has gone above and beyond in their voluntary service to the Chamber and the Auburn community. The nominees are Allison Harvey, A.L. Harvey Law, Colleen Sands, Peggy Seitsinger, Roper Jewelers. And the Volunteer of the Year Award goes to Allison Harvey, A.L. Harvey Law. I will say we had to keep that an extreme secret. And Allison, I would like to read your award. Presented to Allison Harvey. A volunteer is a person who believes that an individual can make a difference and is willing to prove it. The good works of Allison Harvey proved this during a year where the chamber needed her most. She stood up, took the challenge, and moved the chamber through one of the strangest and toughest years it has ever come across. We are still able to move forward thanks to your hard work, presented in grateful appreciation for your dedication and outstanding commitment. The next award is the Lifetime Achievement Award. And the Lifetime Achievement Award is a special honor that is awarded to the chamber, by the chamber, to individuals who, during their lifetimes, have made contributions of outstanding significance to the businesses in the area and to the greater Auburn community. The nominees are Bernie Schroeder, Brad Weston, and Dean Wood. And the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award is Brad Weston. And before I read his award, I would just say, as many of you know, Brad passed away last year. He was a force in Auburn as a husband, a father, and a friend to all. I will say though, his legacy with the chamber will continue on with our new executive director, his daughter, Jackie Weston. And Brad, for you, I'd like to present you your award. Achievement is like excellence is never by accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the vision to see obstacles as opportunities. Brad Weston's dedication to our community exemplifies all of those qualities, presented for his lifetime achievements. I'm going to switch gears for a second and turn it over to Allison Harvey, who is going to present our President's Award.
Hello again. Every year, the president has the distinct honor to honor someone that has assisted them throughout their year. I've already told you what I thought about this year. It was incredibly difficult. And for a period of time, I was also wearing the cape, I'd say, and holding the rank of executive director. Through that time, it was extremely difficult because it was at the height of the pandemic. We didn't really know what we were doing, and I certainly didn't know what I was doing as executive director. So I leaned against someone pretty hard. And this person made my job so incredibly easy because she brought an extreme amount of knowledge and helped me make many decisions. She also went into the chamber, made sure that we were getting our mail, made sure to keep me straight and to keep us running smoothly. Anything I asked for, this person was there to help me. And so this year, my President Award goes to Rosie Jo Hernberger. I want to thank you so much for everything that you have done. I want to thank you for your constant support, encouragement, ideas, and dedication to the Auburn Chamber of Commerce. I quite honestly believe that the Auburn Chamber of Commerce couldn't have gotten through 2020 without you. Thank you so much for everything that you did for me. And now I think we will present more awards. So we'll move back over to Nilesh.
All right, thank you, Allison. And now it's time for more awards. Like I said, I love this part of the ceremony. So the following awards were voted on by the members of the Auburn Chamber of Commerce. So let's see who's been nominated. First, we'll start with the Young Entrepreneur nominees. The Young Entrepreneur Award is given to someone who is located in the greater Auburn area, has demonstrated an innovative business in the product or service, and is under the age of 40-ish. The nominees are Garrett Conrad of IFC, Alice and Nathan Shreve of The Baker and the Cake Maker, Tyler Lovejoy and Tyler Friesen of Station Public House. And the winner of the Young Entrepreneur Awards are Alice and Nathan Shreve, The Baker and the Cake Maker. Now I'll briefly read your award. It says Best Young Entrepreneur of the Year 2020, presented to Nathan and Alice Shreve. Congratulations. The members of the Auburn Chamber of Commerce have chosen you for your achievements in entrepreneurship. Our next award is the Best Nonprofit. Supporting nonprofits is a core value for us here in Auburn. And the Best Nonprofit Award is given to an organization that has provided service for 5 years or more, is a 501c3, and has an office located in the Auburn area, and has volunteers that are part of their workforce. The nominees for the Best Nonprofit are the Auburn State Theater, Boys and Girls Club of Placer County, and Gold Country Fair Heritage Foundation. And the winner of the Best Nonprofit Award is Auburn State Theater. And I'll read your award. Best Nonprofit of the Year 2020, presented to Auburn State Theater. Congratulations. The members of the Auburn Chamber of Commerce have chosen you for your achievements as a nonprofit. Next up, we have the Best Local Event nominees. Now, as it's been said, although 2020 forced us to all pivot when it came to events, some events still stuck out in people's minds from the past as being the best. The Best Local Event Award is given to an event that draws people to the Auburn area, is available to all, and is unique and fun. The nominees are Bartender Mix-Off, Old Town Auburn Historic Ghost Tours, and the Thursday Night Market. And the winner of the Best Local Award goes to Old Town Auburn Historic Ghost Tours. I will now read your award. Best Local Event of the Year 2020, presented to Gold Country Ghost Tours. Congratulations. The members of the Auburn Chamber of Commerce have chosen you as the best event in the Auburn community. We're on to the Chamber Award. The Chamber Award is given to a local company or organization of the Chamber's choice that is consistently given back to the community. And the nominees are API Marketing, IFC, and Mackey Electrical Heating and Air Conditioning. This year's Chamber Award goes to API Marketing. I'll now read your award. Chamber Award of the Year 2020, presented to API Marketing. Congratulations. The members of the Auburn Chamber of Commerce have chosen you as the recipient of the Chamber Award for being an outstanding member. Let's talk about our chamber ambassadors for a moment. The chamber ambassadors are a team of volunteers who live and breathe the mission of the chamber and take pride in supporting our local businesses, organizations, and community. Every year, the team of ambassadors selects someone to receive the Jeanette Klebowski Ambassador Award. This is a person who tirelessly moves the goals of the chamber forward in public. And there's an award for that. And the winner of the Jeanette Klebowski Ambassador Award is Natalie Litchfield. Now we'll read your award. Jeanette Klebowski Ambassador Award 2020, presented to Natalie Litchfield. The ambassadors provide a friendly welcome to the chamber members through ribbon cuttings and assistance at chamber functions. The chamber thanks Natalie Litchfield for her dedicated volunteer service. She has been named the Ambassador of the Year by her peers. And now a word from our sponsors. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Reese Browning here with Old Town Pizza, co-owner, sitting in the original Auburn location. And at Old Town Pizza, we strive to provide a great working experience for our employees and as good as gold dining experience for our customers, whether you have dine-in, takeout, or delivery. To learn more, check us out on Facebook or go to our website to order at otpizza.net. Reese Browning here.
Hi, I'm Josh Hanish. I'm the owner of Dedicated Designs. Me and my team are here to provide you with web design, graphic design, social media advertising, and Google advertising services. We serve medium to small size businesses across the foothills and Sacramento area. If you'd like to learn more about how we can help you with your marketing efforts, you can go to dedicatedwebdesigns.com. Let's build you together. Hi.
All right, welcome back, everyone. That was an amazing group of nominees and award winners. And as I said, they are all superstars. So as I begin to start the wrap up of this evening, I want to spend most of my time on gratitude and saying thank you to the people who made a difference and continue to make a difference for our chamber members. First and foremost, thank you to all of our chamber members for believing in our mission of supporting prosperity in our city and our region. Next, I'd like to thank our event sponsors. You've seen their names throughout the presentation, and it's because of them the chamber is able to do things for the members and the community in Auburn. Now I want to extend a huge thank you to our 2020 president, Allison Harvey, who got us through last year and showed us how to excel as an organization and still thrive in adversity. Thank you to two board members and past presidents whose terms ended at the end of 2020, Katie Knoyer and Wayne Trimble. Your commitment to our community is amazing. In 2020, our long-term executive director, Keith Nesbitt, retired. Now, if you know Keith, you know he is all about Auburn and a true gentleman. Keith, thank you for your service to the chamber. Along those lines, I'd like to thank our new executive director, Jackie Weston, for jumping right into her new role and going above and beyond. I am so grateful for Jackie, especially since it seems that she has the ability to read my mind and already know what I'm thinking. Last but not least, thank you to our chamber staff, Jane Hewson and Rosie Jo Hernberger. You keep the wheels rolling, and we're grateful for all that you do. You know, earlier in the week, I was thinking about the messages I wanted to share with you tonight. And I thought about sharing plans about what I want to accomplish in 2021 as chamber president. Then after a few minutes of reflection, I remembered what 2020 taught me, the plans can change in an instant. So instead of going into details about plans, now don't worry, we do have some plans, I would like to share with you my approach for leading the chamber into this year. I suppose you can say in that sense, I have two plans. The first one is from a saying, you might have heard it before, and it goes like this. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. And the second part of my plan is to create happiness for our members. So what does this all mean? It means that as president of the chamber, I am devoted with our board and our staff to continue the tradition of doing whatever we can do to help our members prosper and grow. We'll face challenges, no doubt, but we won't face them alone. We're in this together to fulfill our prime purpose of helping one another thrive. It also means that while we are fulfilling our purpose of helping members, the outcome should be that we do things that make you happy. Now, it's not a guarantee that we'll always do everything that everyone wants, but we know that in the long run, we'll continue on a path toward creating happiness in any way we can. After all, happiness comes in waves. And when the tide rises for one ship, it rises for us all. So we're almost to the end of tonight's event, but wait, there's more. There's one more announcement to make before we say goodnight. It's time to show you all the revised new Auburn Chamber of Commerce logo, which is launching this month. I would like to thank the team at Dedicated Designs, Josh Hanish's team, for designing our new logo. Now, the previous logo served us well for many years. However, as time went on, it became apparent that an update was needed to keep the chamber visually current. So now I'd like to present to you our new logo. You will see that the tradition and history of the previous logo is retained with our iconic courthouse in the foreground. Added to that is the natural beauty of the Auburn area, and that's represented by the trees in the image. Finally, you'll notice that the trees seem to be in motion, and that is a nod to the lifestyle, the active lifestyle that we enjoy up here. So there you have it. And now the time is nearing to when I bid you for farewell. I'll leave you with this. Remember our two themes for this year. Number one, our prime purpose is to help each other. Number two, continue to working toward increasing the wave of happiness. Thank you for joining our 116th Auburn Chamber of Commerce Installation Awards dinner. Have a good evening.